are three positive exhortations that are mixed in alongside these 10 prohibitions. So that's why the question is that what God meant when he said his 10 commands? He meant these 10 prohibitions because they do work out that way. Um, so we have to kind of figure out from these texts what really is going on. Um, we can also, if we remove the added commentary, have a negations and two exhortations, but that includes 10 commands, negative or positive. So then you end up with not having other gods, don't misuse the name, remember the Sabbath, honor your parents, don't murder, don't commit adultery, don't steal. Don't sweat. You can get 10 this way, but you can also look at it in a way that you end up with 11 prohibitions, uh, but honoring parents is left out. Um, and there's 10, however, if you combine the ideas about coveting or desiring something else. So there's ways to mix and match these that lead to 10 or less or more than 10. Um, so it's difficult to know exactly how to specify the 10, as I said, that were intended. Um, and you have these two or three exhortations, keeping the Sabbath, remembering your slaves, and honoring your father and mother. Um, so there's just different ways to look at how this set of statements can be arranged. Now, I want to say something extra about this particular command because it's often misunderstood. Uh, Traditionally, we have the translation that the uh, something like uh, on the King James, it says you uh, must not or uh, do not use the name. And in English has to do with some. Uh, it's often applied in the sense of, well, of course, you wouldn't curse God or use God's name in relationship to a curse. And then normally that is also thought of as the word God. But then God is not his name. We already know that Yahweh is the revealed personal name of God. So it's not the word God. God is not a name. God is what he is, just like you are a man or a woman, but you have a name. And if someone just calls you man or woman, that's kind of insulting. You want to be called by your name because that's special. It has something unique to say about you. Same with God. He is God, but he has a It doesn't mean take in the sense of speak, like we sometimes do in English. So that gives the whole wrong idea to English speakers when they read the King James about taking the word in a wrong way. It's not about speech. The Hebrew says, don't carry, don't lift up, don't bear, like bearing a burden, carrying a weight. It says, don't carry around God's name, which of course is Yahweh, it's not the word God, in an empty manner, in a meaningless way. So, what's he getting at? Uh, he's talking about how the Hebrew people are to respect the meaning of God's name, but how they carry it, how they bear it. They bear his name as his uh, chosen people, as people through whom he's trying to spread his light to the world. And so they're bearing his image and they're bearing his message. In our New Testament terms, they're witnesses, they're evangelists for whom God is. And whom he is expressed by his name. What he is just God. But he he is God that is Yahweh. He's the eternal God. And that makes a big difference because he's not just any other God, some supernatural power that's caught up in nature.